12 years ago, I escaped the rat race.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
For a new life in rural Wales.
Morning, piggies.
Along with Delilah and Duffy, my 2 Cooney pigs.
Yes, my good girl.
My dogs, Teg, Bella and Badger.
Ready?
And my little flock of sheep.
Well done. That'll do. Go on then, Jocks. Now, chickadees.
For me, it's been utterly life-changing.
This is my absolute favourite part of the day, with my animals. And I do love mucking out.
And in this series, I'm following families with the same dream.
You'd never guess 3 months ago we were in Surrey with no animals, nothing.
That was so good.
Though nothing worthwhile is easy.
No one tells you how stressful moving house actually is.
Do you think we're deluded? Just there.
There.
There it is, yeah.
I was fine until I hoovered the hallway.
But if it all comes together, the rewards are undeniable.
We have no mortgage, and we're not 50 yet.
It's truly worth it. Highly recommend it.
Why isn't everybody doing this? Well, we're wondering that as well.
Tonight, I'm meeting the Monaghan family as they swap life in busy Sussex.
I was fine until I hoovered the hallway.
Life is very busy right now. We're working every hour.
For the peace of rural Devon.
Ladies first.
Robin, that is not the sort of commitment I was expecting from you.
But with some serious curveballs along the way.
So that all came completely out of the blue. No symptoms whatsoever.
Will their move give them a better life in the country?
Go, go.
Oh my goodness, you've got an estate.
Today's couple are leaving the buzz of life in Worthing to pursue their small holding dream down in gorgeous Devon. But can they make a new life work and still hold on to the careers they both love? Robin and Georgie Monaghan currently live in Worthing with their sons Ryn and Maxon, plus Argie, the dog. They met in nearby Brighton 8 years ago, and after getting married, moving to Worthing was the next step in starting a family.
I've had a bit of a 5-year plan to move over this way and then see if we could keep going. We got the dog, you start to think about kids and you're like, right, okay, so we need parking, we need a garden.
But with both juggling busy careers and family time, the relentless pace of life is exhausting. Acoustic consultant or noise pollution specialist to you and me, Robin commutes daily into Brighton and London.
Life is very busy right now. We're working every hour the day gives. I'm getting back just in time for bath time.
You only really get about 10 minutes with the kids in the evening, and weekends are rushed.
It's a juggle a lot of the time, it really is.
While marketing director Georgie works a 3-day week in the travel industry on top of being a busy mum.
Just manic. That's a normal week, it's just manic. We very rarely get any chance for sort of us time.
With pretty quick access to London, the population in Worthing is set to rise by over 10% in the next decade. Great for commuters, but it brings its downsides.
Noise and air quality is a big one for me. Ryn, our oldest, had a real scare when he was about a year old with his breathing. And that really made me conscious of what he's breathing in, what's around him.
30 major UK towns and cities post dangerous air pollution levels. So it's no wonder people like Georgie and Robin are fleeing to the country. And having both grown up with countryside on their doorsteps, childhood memories are now inspiring them.
I was always just running around in the fields. And it was just really safe and there was space. And I think that's the thing that I want for the boys from this move, is for them just to be kids for as long as they possibly can.
So with their 5-year plan now at an end, it's time to move on.
It's been a really good move for us, but it's just it's not scratched that itch to get back to more space and to the green.
In their search for a country life, the couple fell in love with rural North Devon on a farm stay, and that's precisely where I'm meeting them today.
You first came to this part of Devon in 2017, but what brought you here?
We came down to do a small holding course because we talked about, oh, I'd love to live on a farm, I'd love to get animals.
Was it the course that basically was the trigger to say, this is where we want to be?
I think so. We just met the most amazing people and we just left and we were buzzing, absolutely buzzing, and it just felt right.
The trip ignited a passion for North Devon with its breathtaking scenery. And the farm course opened their eyes to the real potential of running a small holding.
I just remember catching Georgie's eye across from the barn, looking at me like I was the teacher's pet, because the owner picked me to go off to the other end of the field to get some troublesome sheep. The look you gave me. Oh, he's taken to this, hasn't he, like a duck to water.
With an average detached home costing £344,000, North Devon does not come cheap. So these guys will need to keep working to pay the bills. Both Robin and Georgie are looking to work from home with a 220-mile commute back to their offices every fortnight.
We're both hard workers. I don't know anyone who works as hard as Robin. I know it is going to be tough. I really have got full confidence in us that we'll make the working arrangements work.
They've sold their house, so now it's a case of finding the perfect Devon property.
Normally comes down to somewhere without buildings, doesn't it? Where
Yeah.
we can try and bring in an income from like a holiday lets.
With 1.3 million overnight stays in North Devon, converting an outbuilding could be a real money spinner.
So let's talk money. Are you mortgaged up to your eyebrows?
We're not mortgaged up to our eyebrows, but we
Yeah.
are childcare up to our eyebrows.
How much is this childcare?
About £1,400 a month, and they're not even there every day.
So are you looking to find a house that's cheaper than 416?
No.
Really?
No. If the mortgage goes up slightly than what we're used to, but the childcare drops off a cliff, then we're able to afford
Yeah.
Right.
bigger house. We can upsize, we can get a bit more garden
Yeah.
in a rural area.
The house is sold.
Yep.
Have you found the dream place here?
We offered on a house. We're going to go and
Yes.
see it again.
It's the farmhouse,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. And see if you still love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you still love it, is that it?
Oh yeah, I'll be throwing money. Take that money quick.
The couple have sold their 3-bedroom chalet bungalow for £416,500 and hope to buy this impressive 5-bedroom double-fronted Victorian farmhouse in Shebbear for £450,000. This would set them back an extra £33,500, but they hope to cover this by reducing their huge childcare bill. Trust me, juggling a day job and keeping animals is hard work. So as we've been tasked with mucking out, it's reality check time.
So how do you fancy starting every morning doing this sort of thing?
I can't wait.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I love the routine.
Yeah, piggies. So a pig's on your list.
Absolutely.
I had to get up at 5:30 and check sheep, feed the pigs, do all the stuff with the birds, walk the dogs. How are you going to fit in all of that and your kids and work?
Like with all of this process, it's aiming for the stars and seeing where you get.
Yeah. From what everything you and Georgie have said is that the real kind of impetus for this move are your boys. You want to give them the best possible life.
Being in the wilderness, being in part of a small community, not being in a class size of 180, those things add up to a good life. So what more can I present them than that?
So you are committed to Devon.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And committed to pigs one day. Right, talking of pigs, we better get this finished off. So you know one of us is going to have to get in here and spread it around, don't you?
Ladies first.
Robin, that is not the sort of commitment I was expecting from you.
For Georgie and Robin, leaving Worthing is much more than money. It's about finding precious time with their family and for themselves.
I've always said to George, if you and I can go for a surf or a swim or something regularly on a morning where the boys are in school or they're being looked after by their grandparents, that's success for me.
And even better, the move is going to be a family affair.
We're committed to this now. My parents are going to be moving down to Devon. We've given them the bug and they're moving down.
So while Robin indulges in the great Devon outdoors,
He's having a lovely time out there.
I want to ask Georgie why the time is now.
It's everything. It's sort of, yeah, it's community, it's time, it's sort of space to breathe. And it's just feeling like you're not being constantly rushed. And just going for a lovely walk with the dog in the morning, or sort of having that balance that we can come down and come for a surf.
Robin and Georgie sound like they've got a plan. But with busy working lives and 2 small children to raise, I do worry their small-holding ambitions might just be a step too far. 2 months later, and with their offer accepted, the family begins saying their goodbyes.
I think about a week ago, we both went, oh God, we're actually doing it. And you start to sort of say bye to your really close mates. So that's been really gut-wrenching and that's been really hard.
Thanks, guys. Good luck.
So now it's the final packing of stuff and it's really exciting. So, yeah, just want to get going, just want to get down there.
And with rooms emptied and belongings on their way, the couple closed the door on their old life.
Thanks.
Well done.
Don't you really cry?
And the reality starts to hit home.
Oh, God. I was fine until I hoovered the hallway.
You've never hooved that hallway the entire time we've lived here.
I kept thinking about the kids bringing apples home from nursery and I just put...
Come on then.
Yep. Reality. Oh. Right, let's go. Devon.
Moving to the countryside is a long-held dream, and there's no going back.
Hey!
Next, the family settle into rural village life.
Well done, baby.
Well done. You did it.
I can't believe I'm actually looking at the view.
But have their small-holding dreams been too ambitious?
When I last saw you, it was all about pigs.
I was probably getting a bit carried away.
I'm following families as they wave goodbye to their busy city lives and move to the country. But picking up your entire family and moving 225 miles is never going to be easy. The North Devon village of Shebbear is a far cry from Worthing, but its population of less than 1,000 has just increased by 4.
It's that one, Mommy.
I reckon. This one? Hey! There you go.
What's
There's
this?
plugs. There's plugs.
There's lots of plugs.
Ow.
Look at our new home.
Should we shut that? Wow. 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 We're in and it's as lovely as we remember. Really chuffed. Super chuffed.
So far, it seems first impressions are positive.
It's like a dream. Feels like we've been waiting for this moment for so long. I can't believe I'm actually looking at the view. And it's ours. This is crazy.
After the initial excitement, though, it's clear there's a lot to do.
I mean, it looked a lot worse than this when we came and saw it, actually. But they've done a really good job in clearing all of this area. But still, oh my word.
Tackling the garden, decorating the house, and making income from the outbuilding are high on the list.
We're in.
But first things first, there's mail to open.
Council tax bill, first thing. Great.
Boxes to unpack,
Do that one.
beds to build, and blackberries to pick.
These ones are good.
By 5 o'clock, the removal company have finished and they're in.
I feel so smug to be living here and not just on holiday. It feels amazing. I was driving down the road earlier and I was like, I live here now. I'm not just on holiday.
It's a change in lifestyle, isn't it? So,
Yeah,
which is
but
great.
It's totally worth it to get this. Idyll. It's an idyll. I love it.
So it may be dinner time for the children, but it's Prosecco time for the adults.
First dinner in the new house. Well done, baby.
Well done. Did it.
Sweet.
Yay!
Cheers.
Cheers, Mackie.
Cheers.
We're there.
Ba, ba, ba.
Wonderful.
What's a ba-ba-ba?
What's a ba ba ba? It's the rest of our lives in Devon.
The last time I saw Georgie and Robin, they were still on the hunt for their dream home. And they wanted more time to be able to do the things that they love. In just 5 short weeks, their whole lives have changed. And they've now moved here to this rather beautiful village, right in the heart of Devon. I'm just admiring your palace. Hello. Hey, you. Hello, how are you? Great.
Sorry.
Great.
Lovely
To see
Archie.
you both. I know, yes, it's all about you. It's all about you. Hello. My goodness, you've done it.
Yeah.
I don't know where to start. Should we start inside? Can I have a coke?
Please come in.
Come.
Hello. Are you having a lovely time, dog? Oh, this is fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great for the family and for kids and...
There's something really nice, I think, about a kitchen that you can basically sit in.
Yeah.
As well.
That's
it's
what we always wanted.
Yeah, have the boys here. And what about the boys? How are they getting on?
I love it.
Do they?
Feral, for sure. Already.
Well, I did say. I mean, the big thing, I suppose, the big difference for you is coming to a kind of smaller community. How's it been?
It's been great.
It's been fine.
I think everyone's just pleased that we're living here full time. It's not a holiday home. We are investing in the village and we're going to the village school.
Now, the one thing I know we were a little bit concerned about was kind of working remotely and perhaps feeling a bit out of the loop and out of the buzz of the office. So how's that panning out?
It's working really well.
Is it?
Really well, yeah. You get so much done the days you're back in the office. And then because I do a lot of content, it's sort of the days I'm here, I can just really concentrate.
I find it keeps you more energised because you've got a defined amount of time to be with the people you work with in the office, so you use it well.
And so many companies now are adopting kind of 4-day weeks and things because they know people are more productive and happier.
Oh, you are. It's
And the company
insane
always
how
wins
quickly-
because you still end up doing 5 days a week.
Yeah. They're the work coming.
That's the work.
There's no escape. Not
Oh,
even here.
sorry.
I'd love to go and have a look outside because I want to hear about pigs,
You brought
ducks.
your strimmer with you.
Okay.
Lots to go.
Out this way.
That way. Yeah.
Wow.
I said bring your strimmer.
You certainly do need to do a bit of strimming. So what are your plans initially? I mean, you've got that quite big concrete space behind the house. What do you think you might do?
Probably some sort of decking like that. But
Right,
it's
yeah.
going to be pizza oven, job number 1.
Yes, good thought. OK, so allotment.
Yep.
Tell me your plans.
Yeah, this side, 4 or 6 raised beds here. Chickens over that side.
Yeah,
But
OK.
We'll be standing on where we want to be growing veggies.
Even if the size of the plot is perfect, there's a heck of a lot to do.
What about the pigs, though? Because when I last saw you, it was all about pigs.
I definitely still want to do pigs.
So you
We're one step closer.
We have to do it now. I made Kate crawl into a pigsty.
Yeah, it's true, yeah. No, we still want to do the pigs, but I'm very conscious of the amount of time the boys take at the moment and just why they're so little. So I think I was probably getting a bit carried away with, we're going to do it straight away. It'll probably be sort of a couple of years when Max that bit bigger.
And you were talking as well about a holiday let here?
Yeah.
Which is?
If you do a 180-degree turn.
That! Oh, so that's part of you as well?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness, you've got an estate. OK, that clearly is going to need some work, isn't it?
No.
Cons.
Can we go and have a look at it?
Yeah.
OK.
I'm going to do some lunch.
These guys are being savvy. 66% of us are now holidaying in the UK, and we pay around £800 a week in high season for this kind of self-catering cottage. So if they do the work, it could really pay off.
Mind your step.
OK, this is a project, isn't it? But a fun one, a
Yeah,
really fun one. So what are you thinking?
So this is just going to be a nice big sort of open kitchen, dining, relaxing area with a nice log burner, and upstairs will just be 2 nice big bedrooms.
Can I have a peep
Yeah,
upstairs?
absolutely.
Are these, is this
Those
going to
stairs
kill
should
me?
hold you. They hold me, so it shouldn't be a problem.
I mean, it's a lovely space because it will be very light.
The roof needs to come off anyway.
Right.
It's got some nice features that we want to try and keep.
It's going to be quite an expensive project, though, isn't it? I mean, it's... Do you actually have any kind of lovely spare income to do up this?
Immediately, I've got about 2/3.
Do you have a sense of what you might be able to get per year from a 2-bedroom let like this?
Yeah, 15 to 18,000 pound a year, maybe.
Those returns will quickly cover the £50,000 outlay. It might not be enough to mean both giving up work, but in the long term, it could mean cutting back the hours.
I think it's a triumph.
Cool.
I really do. Are you delighted?
I am excited, nervous.
Yeah, you
Too many
sound a little bit
possibilities.
tentative. Yeah. Well, it's just lovely. I'm going to be your first guest, please. Booking in.
With 1,500 square feet of garden to clear and an outbuilding to gut and refit, whilst also holding down their day jobs, they've got a lot to do.
Georgie said that ever since they've been married, there'd been this little niggling thing of, we want to move, we want a different life. And now that they've done it, that niggle has gone. They've found their happy place.
Next,
So you've got bedroom 1.
the couple's plans for life in the country start to take shape.
So what kind of things do you think you might grow?
Probably too much at the minute.
But will their work-life balance be all they imagined?
The only concern now is we both tend to put the kids to bed at night and we'll jump back on emails and jump back on work.
I swapped city stresses for country life and am now following others who want to do the same. But the transition is never easy.
After the initial excitement of moving in, reality does hit. You've got to find your way around, meet the community, and it's all a little bit nerve-wracking. It does take time to find your feet.
Okay.
For Robin and Georgie, settling into their new home working and commuting schedule was really going to make or break this move.
There was the concern that we were going to get lonely being away from the hustle and bustle of the office, but I've been back 3 times now. Robin's been back twice, so it's been all right.
And with Georgie's parents having also moved to North Devon, it sounds like the plan is coming together.
It's going to get much easier when we've got childcare sorted for the kids, because at the moment we're sort of juggling a lot and putting a lot on my parents, who have been phenomenal, but that's been quite hard and takes a lot of coordination.
Robin is also feeling the benefits of working home alone.
My productivity was good anyway, but I feel like it's gone through the roof. But I'm also here for the kids when they come home from school, instead of being a train journey away. I'm already here to eat with them and put them to bed, which is just kind of one of the main reasons why for coming down, really.
Back in Worthing, Robin was lucky to see the boys for more than 30 minutes a day, so it's great to see he's now getting the quality time he craved.
The only concern now is we both tend to put the kids to bed at night and we'll jump back on emails and jump back on work and get a load more work done, which is great, But it means that we've got to remember and remind ourselves to get time together rather than just work and kids all the time.
Long term, they're hoping their new outbuilding will provide the means to buy them even more precious time.
So you've got bedroom 1, bedroom 2, get a king-size bed in there.
Robin's going over the final designs with their surveyor, Nick,
Fantastic. I love that you've got that.
before they're submitted to planning.
So you've got plenty of light coming in through that window.
Oh, well, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that seems to work quite well.
This could provide an extra income of up to £18,000 a year, meaning in the very long term, one or both could reduce their working hours.
Brilliant. Love it.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I like the door.
All being well with permissions, they're hoping work can begin in 6 months and be ready to start earning them income next year.
I've been giving a lot of thought to Robin and Georgie's plans for their garden, for growing veg and for building their wood-fired oven. And I thought, they've got to meet my friend who took over a derelict allotment, now grows veg for her whole family. And not only that, she is a wood-fired cook extraordinaire. I hope they're going to love her.
And with the boys enjoying time with their grandparents, they've made the trip to meet us.
Hey, Jen. Hello. Lovely to see you. How are you? So, I want you to meet Georgie and Robin. Hello. So these guys have just moved to this amazing house. They have got grand plans for their garden, but explain to Genevieve what your garden looks like at the moment.
It's a towering inferno of brambles.
That can be conquered.
With over 300,000 allotment holders in the UK and a further 100,000 on waiting lists, there's a real boom in growing your own. Having turned an overgrown plot into this productive allotment, Jen's got plenty of advice for these newbies.
We got a kind of a petrol strimmer, which was really fun. And then we hired a mini digger and just sort of took it back.
So what kind of things do you think you might grow?
Probably too much at the minute. I guess it's figuring out what grows best in that soil.
You know, some things work and some things
Tomatoes,
don't.
courgettes, peppers, they're the things we buy like lots of every week.
Yeah, and stuff like we had so many tomatoes.
From brassicas in the winter to salads in summer, planning out your allotment can give you homegrown organic produce all year round.
Oh, you've got your pumpkins ready?
Yeah, they're all ready. What we need to do here is this is pretty much empty now and ready for the winter. So there's a couple more spuds we need to get out here.
They are, Georgie.
You can
do spudding.
There should be potatoes on there.
A kilo of potatoes costs around £2, but for £5 you can buy a bag of seed potatoes and have spuds all season. It pays to grow your own.
Did you have to import soil or, I mean...
I got kind of spent hops from my local brewery, loads of kind of mulch, kind of ex-mushroom compost, and just get that on there. And I do a no-dig allotment, which means I don't dig it. Digging up potatoes is as much digging as I will do.
Surely the whole thing about growing vegetables is digging, isn't it?
No, digging is really bad for the soil because what you're doing is you're destroying the soil's structure.
Right.
And actually you're digging up kind of dormant weed seeds that may have been under the ground for years and years. So effectively you make the problem a lot worse.
And do you move your crops around? Will you grow potatoes in here next year?
Absolutely not, no. You kind of never grow things in the same space the subsequent years. So you kind of rotate it around.
Now, the other thing that I would love these guys to see is your oven.
Yeah, my wood-fired oven.
Which she built with her own fair hand.
Set on building their own outside oven, Robin has high hopes to expand his hobby of making and baking bread. Using her own veggies, Jen's lined up a crash course in wood-fired cooking.
Do you want the butternut as well, Jen?
Me as well.
OK, there we go.
Yeah.
Now, the big question is, are you prepared for gardening in Britain?
You need rain, don't you?
You do need rain.
This is a particularly bad day.
It's quite a bad day.
Yes. But let's go.
Let's go. So this
Wow.
is the oven.
The boom in artisan cooking has seen these outdoor ovens surge in popularity.
Is this what you were envisaging building?
Yeah, not that beautiful.
But building one is not for the faint-hearted.
The first one you've ever built? Or...
First one I've ever built, last one I'm ever going to
Do you want to come to Devon and build
No. So inside here is a refractory stone kind of dome.
Yeah.
And then on top of that is a very thick layer of insulation that's vermiculite mixed with concrete. The insulation's super important, and the insulation on the bottom as well. Come and have a look in. So you've got to insulate the base of it, because for making pizzas you've got to have that super hot heat from underneath.
Okay.
So the mistake people make is they don't put enough insulation. You can't have too much insulation, really.
With this insulation, little or no heat is lost, so these ovens are perfect for cooking everything from meat to bread to homegrown veggies.
Oh, this looks great.
And even on this damp day, Jen's managed to rustle up some squash and kale along with herb-scattered flatbread.
It's such a damp day, so I'm going to cook it on foil, which is kind of cheating a bit. There's no point being too pure about these things.
And just a few minutes later, the proof is in the tasting.
Are we ready? Oh, it smells amazing.
I think you've done well in the circumstances.
Wow, that looks delicious.
I would.
Oh my goodness, that is so good. I'd like to say, Jen, I think that was a bit of a success.
3 months later, and with animals both big and small on their wish list, the couple are back on the farm where it all began to keep up their skills. And with a new streamlined haircut, Robin is ready to get stuck in. With geese and sheep to feed,
Good girl.
troughs to clear,
Call it black gold.
and cows to muck out,
Here we go, girls.
it's a busy start to the day.
To come back and just get a fix of, yeah, this is why we did it and this is what we want to get to at some point is very motivating.
And with plenty still to do back at home, thoughts quickly turn to their own plans.
The diggers should be coming in any day now, really, to level the back garden.
In you get.
Hello, chicken.
Come on.
And then it'll be on with chickens first, and might wait a little time on the ducks, just so maybe the boys are a little bit older. I think the pigs and the sheep are probably getting a bit of land in a couple of years' time and doing it that way, but still being back here, I still want to do it.
Robin and Georgie really do look like they've taken to country life.
Hello!
Next, the family receives some unexpected news.
After having a quite straightforward op on my neck, I then got called back into the hospital to actually say that it's thyroid cancer.
And I find out if this move has been all they'd hoped for.
Can't put a price on it. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
It's late February, and 6 months after Robin and Georgie up sticks to North Devon for a quieter pace of life,
Again.
the demands of work and family are just as hectic. Despite the recent storms, the grounds have been landscaped. Robin has been cracking on with the decorating.
This is going to take a few coats, I think.
And 3 chickens have now taken up residency. But with long-term companion Archie having passed away, the family now have a new pup, Bertie, to manage. And with a minor operation looming for Georgie, they really do have a lot on their plate.
It's a semi sort of common thing, cyst that can come up, but the position of this one means that it's a bit more tricky. So We're not sure yet it depends on how the operation goes with how long the recovery will be and how long I'll spend in hospital.
And for Robin, the reality of working over 200 miles from the office means there's no let-up.
I've been called back to Brighton, so I've got to shoot off in the morning, really early. But hey, that's kind of what happens if you live this far away from work and can't go into the office every day. So I'm just trying to get my stuff together before I go, because I've got to sort the kids out with George and then make sure she's got everything she needs for tomorrow and Thursday. And then turn back up here on Thursday at about 10 o'clock at night, I guess.
6 months since Robin and Georgie and their 2 little boys moved from the hustle and bustle of Worthing to here, the beautiful tranquility of the Devon countryside. And I'm dying to find out how they've got on and whether they really think they've found twice the life. Hello! How are you?
Really good, really good.
Beautiful day.
I know. Thank you for
Fantastic.
bringing this
It's quite cold though, isn't it? It's lovely and toasty in here. Oh, it's beautiful. So there was a fire in here before, wasn't there?
Yeah. We were having a lot of issues with the damp coming through, so we ended up having to rip it all out and strip the chimney breast right back.
It's a lovely, lovely colour.
Yeah, big job we weren't expecting, but it's made the entire room and we love it.
Now, there is one glaring thing missing.
Yes.
Your husband.
Oh, yeah.
What have you done with him?
So the joys of our new life, obviously, is he has to go away with work. We both have to go away with work. So he left at 3:45 this morning to get back to Brighton.
Oh, my goodness. So is that practical?
It works surprisingly well. I went back on Monday, and then we had Tuesday together. Then he goes back to Wednesday, Thursday, and then he's home for Friday and the weekend with the boys.
And their vision for outside...
You coming, Bert?
Yay! ...is also starting to take shape.
Come on in! Oh, look, your first livestock.
Yes.
Oh, hello, girls. Oh, they're very nice-looking hens, aren't they?
Rosie and Robin.
Of course, of course. So are they laying? Are you getting eggs already?
Yeah, getting about 2 a day at the moment.
Brilliant.
Only had them a couple of weeks.
There is nothing more time-wasting than watching hens.
I know.
You can do it for hours and hours and hours.
Robin's got a camera set up, so when he's away, he can watch them.
No, doesn't care about you and the boys, just wants to look at the chickens.
Make sure his girls are okay.
Is so funny. And what about out here?
Yeah, come on through. It's a bit of a mud bath.
Where did that field come from? You couldn't see out there before, could you?
No, it was a big fence, and then that was all still sort of a half fallen down the bank. But we're going to put a wall back there.
Yeah.
And then pizza oven.
Pizza oven. So the plan is still there for the pizza oven?
Yeah. We've got sort of a deadline for August, and we've got friends coming down. So,
brilliant.
Big party night.
Once overgrown, now brambles have been cleared and the ground dug over, ready for planting.
And look at your vegetable beds.
They're all getting there, they're ready.
That's fantastic.
We've got plums and apples.
I was going to say new trees.
Over there, and pears.
Yeah,
all in. And then the chickens will go there eventually.
This space is a far cry from their small garden in Worthing. And another thing they didn't have was an outbuilding.
Gosh, you've cleared out a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah. Only really been doing it a couple of days.
Really? It's as new as that?
Yeah.
It's going to be a really lovely space.
It'd be so great when we've got people coming down. It would be so lovely.
With building plans just waiting to be signed off, the clear-out has begun and it's already uncovered a nice surprise.
What's that?
So that's the old bread oven.
It is so weird, isn't it? I mean, but Robin's been banging on about wanting his bread oven. You've got one.
We only found it yesterday.
Really?
He was actually jumping around the house.
So will you keep this as a bread oven, or will you try and incorporate that into the pizza oven?
Yeah, that's the plan. We'll take it out and then, but just rebuild it over in the far corner so that we keep everything from the house.
That is so fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your boys.
Yes.
How are they getting on?
Oh, they love it.
Do they?
Yeah.
Where are they? Have you shipped your husband off, your boys?
This is like they're down at the beach.
Are they?
Yeah, with my mum and dad. So
it's beautiful.
It is a beautiful
Should we go and join them?
Yeah. Let's go.
So, Lots done and plenty more to do. But their move was always about much more than that.
I mean, this was what it was all about, wasn't it, for you?
Yes, yeah. And this is where we always come. This is it.
This is it. This is your happy place. Have there been, though, any moments, any sort of tough times where you thought, oh, why didn't we just stay in Worthing?
No, none that I've ever thought, oh, I wish I was back there. There have been really tough times. At the beginning, trying to manage work and childcare, that was really tough.
Yeah.
And then also, I think you put a lot of pressure on yourself that you should immediately love it, and it should all be easy, and it should be this thing that you've wanted for so long.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's never been, we've gone through some real sort of tough times, like losing RG and all of that stuff. But actually, I'm so grateful we're here for that.
Now, talking about tough times, life has just thrown you one hell of a curveball in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, just a bit. So after having a quite straightforward op on my neck, I then got called back into the hospital to actually say that it's thyroid cancer. So that all came completely out of the blue, no symptoms whatsoever. But then actually, you know, we are in the best place for it. We've got that support network now.
Yeah, and because your parents are here, presumably that's a
exactly.
huge help as
Massively
well.
so. I mean, we couldn't have done any of this without them.
Yeah.
More so at the moment.
I never came to the Worthing house,
No.
of course, but this house compared to Worthing, significantly bigger?
Yes. Yeah, I'd probably say about two and a half times bigger.
Right.
So the living space is definitely sort of 2-3 times bigger.
And that's not all they've got from the move. Their house in Worthing sold for £416,500. They snapped up their new Shebbear home for £450,000, getting over twice the property for just under £34,000 more. And while the mortgage has increased, they've reduced their childcare bill from an eye-watering £1,400 a month to just £200, so their outgoings have dropped by a quarter. With trips every fortnight to the office, their average commute has gone from 6 hours up to 9 a week. But by mainly working from home, the couple have still nearly doubled their weekday time with the kids, from 40 hours a week to 73. And the outbuilding is now set to house friends during Georgie's recovery to health.
So despite what has been a very tough few weeks, and I hope you don't think it's insensitive to ask, but do you think you have got kind of twice the life?
Definitely. I know it sounds bonkers, but really happy. And yes, it's been, I think the last 6 months, we've gone through some real highs and lows for sure. But when you sort of sit back and look at where we are and what we have now, and you see the boys running around the garden, can't put a price on it. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Well, here is to you.
Thank you.
And
Cheers.
to a happy, healthy, proper recovery.
Moving to North Devon and being close to her parents really feels like it's been the right move for the Monaghans.
It's easy to dream of twice the life, but it takes courage to make the leap and do it. But if there's anything to learn from Robin and Georgie's story, life is terribly unpredictable. So if you've got that itch, just get on and scratch it.